Can you explain or give a impression about something you cannot see at all? That's what we are trying to do today. What is the world where we live made up of? You can see a lot of things. You can see the house. You can see the trees. They are all things. You can touch them. Or they are air. That is a thing too. You can feel them. Or they are force. Like things like energy. Okay. Force is a different thing. Okay. I'll come to that. Energy. Like light is an energy. Even though you cannot see light, you know there is light because in the presence of light you can read. Or in the presence of electricity you can have a light, bulb turned on, right? So they are all energy. So in short, there are things we can see or we can feel, that is things like air or a house or a stone or a chair, that type of stuff. That is a thing. Then things you can know they exist because they can do some work, they can do things. Okay, that is like a energy. Okay, now other than force and energy, is there anything in the world? Like I can take a pen up from the my palm of my hand, I can take it up. Okay, and when I leave it, it comes down. Nobody is pushing it down. Remember Newton's apple? Newton saw the apple is falling down. Why it is not going up? And from there only he came to the conclusion without knowing what it is. He knew there is something that forces things to go this way or that way. Okay? And in short, he called it a field. Okay? That means whenever something is in the gravitational field of Earth, Earth attracts them. That is not trying a rope and pulling it down. Okay, there is no physical contact. Okay, and this happens not just in the air, even in a total vacuum, it can happen. Okay, so this what we talked about just now is the gravitational field. Okay, then there are other fields. Like a magnetic field. Okay, if I have a magnet here and then there is a magnet is sitting here only. Okay, there is a north pole and a south pole. Now the magnet is not touching an iron piece or my pencil. Okay, if it comes near, boom, it will come down. That means there's a movement in a magnetic field. A force is acting on the pen or made of iron so that it will come towards that. In that process, a force will be acting on my steel pen or iron pen when it is in a magnetic field. That is how we know there is a field. If there is no iron there, only a pencil there made of wood and graphite, there is no attraction. Okay, that means certain things can be influenced by the field, and in the field there will be a force. Okay, when the force make things to move, there's energy involved. Okay, I know it is a little difficult to comprehend. Okay, now the few years ago, I think 2012 or 2013, there's a stuff discovered called Higgs boson. Okay, why certain things have mass? I can wait. Some other things like light, there is no mass. Why certain things have mass, certain things don't have mass? That is because of a particle called Higgs boson. Okay, when things are under the influence of the Higgs boson is the one. Certain things cannot be influenced by the field. Okay, when some other things can be influenced, like a pencil can be influenced by Higgs boson, so a force will be acting on that. That gives it mass. Okay, the light energy travels as small particles. We call it photons. They don't have mass. Okay, so that means Higgs boson cannot act on photons. Okay, now I know this is a little complicated. Okay, this is much more sophisticated than that. But there is something in the universe in addition to things you can touch or feel and energy. That's light or electricity or the mechanical energy or energy to lift things up, potential energy, kinetic energy. Those things are there. In addition, there's also a field. Okay. Now I will come to this later again. Okay. Uh, I hope it may not make total sense. At least it gives you something to think about. Bye.